problems with your dick and balls.
Da-da-da-da.
You got a dick that won't work.
That's good. Keep going with that.
You gotta give it a jerk, fella.
30 thieves, Thunder Chief. 30 thieves, Thunder Chief.
The Thunder Chief.
30 thieves and a Thunder Chief. 30 thieves and a Thunder Chief.
Hey, that song fucking rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oh, are you recording?
Welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to the Three Dudes cast.
Yes, the original.
Yeah.
We're
that knockoff. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know we were on. Hold on.
No, I did that specifically so you wouldn't know that.
Oh,
so we could
awesome.
just record you
Thanks.
singing songs about, like a limp penis.
Welcome to the very special Saturday morning edition of the Three Dude Podcast.
limp jizz kit.
The original Three Dude Podcast.
Yeah. First of all, just as an order of business, I do think Saturday mornings have got to be the thing. It feels
that's
really good.
Dude,
It
it
does.
does feel really good.
Like I'm normally kind of a little bit spent by the end of the evening, and we find a way to rally, but it's like work.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very difficult.
Sure. And then when we're done with this, we have the entire fucking Saturday ahead of us.
Yes.
That's right.
I know. I'm probably after this. I'm gonna get a nice cold draft beer at Barry Dingle's.
Oh, yeah?
because it's my birthday on Monday.
Oh, shit.
Motherfuckers!
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 33 entire years old.
It is your Rolling Rock birthday. 33.
From the glassline tanks of Old Latrobe.
I
I hear they tender that premium beverage as a tribute to my good taste.
Yeah, as a tribute to your good taste.
Me personally,
33.
33.
and a Thunder Chief.
I learned that the IC Brewing Company or whatever they are, the Pittsburgh-based brewing company,
Oh yeah.
they brew out of the old Latrobe brewery
No
where they used to
shit.
make Rolling Rock.
Where is that?
Oh, it's in the high of the mountains of Old Latrobe.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a place?
I hear that's where they keep the glass line tanks.
that's right. The glass line tanks of Old Latrobe.
Yeah.
The place where they tender this premium.
The very same.
Well, funny you bring that up, Chris.
But yeah, Saturday morning Dudecast.
Yep, I'm Chris. That's Dave, and this is our buddy Luke.
Okay, we just gonna start on
We
this.
just got to get into it, man.
The best discovery ever.
Yeah, I think we got to. Open on that. We recently discovered that we have doppelgangers in that state up north.
Yeah, it's uncanny. We have a doppelganger podcast.
Can you tell it? Can we tell it the way that I got to experience?
Yeah,
it?
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes,
Which is, we're driving. Ben is looking for our podcast online,
I wanted to make sure I hadn't done today's topic before,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure I haven't. Or
and
we
he says,
haven't.
"This isn't our podcast." And then he looks closely, and it says, "Those three dudes." And then, to make things even better, he finds it's a Liberty Gun and Bacon podcast. hosted-
Apocalypse prepping,
Yeah.
foraging for berries and fox shit in
Bug
the
out
woods.
bags and energy crises.
And as if that wasn't enough,
Yes.
not only is there a Those Three Dudes podcast, but the hosts of that podcast are named Chris, Dave, and Luke. And
Luke, yeah, the odd one out.
then there's a plus one
Whose name is Alec.
yeah.
who's been on this podcast
So,
before.
Alec, if you're listening, you are in this shit too.
Holy fucking
Yeah,
shit.
your doppelganger is Canadian, apparently, Alec.
Yeah, he was born underneath a frozen lake in Manitoba. or
yeah, and he's good with a rifle.
something. And all of them really like ammunition.
They sure do, buddy. And
That's part of your freedom.
Yes, right.
as if
That's so
that
funny.
wasn't enough. As
Oh
if
my
that
God.
wasn't enough.
As if.
They have their own version of smoking and drinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is, here's what I'm holding. Here's they brought, it's like, here's whatever piece of survival gear I've got to demonstrate on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm
and then
holding it.
here's what I'm drinking. They have, here's what I'm holding. And here's what I'm drinking.
It was great. It
Yeah.
starts off, they're just like, so we started listening to it. And the episode we listened to just starts with them kind of mumbling about
Yeah.
a knife for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just
like 1/3 serration on it.
yeah. Let's just clear this up right now. We're not joking, everybody. You could
No, this is fucking real.
This is real. You could go on like any of the podcasting platforms that you would normally listen to
Yeah.
and find a Those Three Dudes podcast, and they started last year,
Right. In July of last year.
which means that they probably found us and they're like, whoa, what the fuck?
Who are these fucking liberals?
Yeah, they had to probably change their domain based on us.
What I really love, though, is the fact that they are so much our opposite. So, like,
Just totally opposite, including the fact, entertainment factor.
Yes.
oh my God. We started listening. I don't want to rag on them too much.
No, yeah, I don't want to rag on them because whatever you're into, but you know,
Yeah, like, we're kind of, I mean, like, we like guns.
Yeah, of
We
course.
don't own them a
Yeah.
lot, but we think that they're cool.
I like the thing is like this podcast. I think pretty firmly falls under the category of dirtbag left.
100%.
It's like, you know,
I have on more than one occasion outright advocated for communism,
Yeah.
full blown communism
it's
on the
like-
show.
it's lefty-
and I still do, frankly.
leftyism that can take a joke.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're not afraid to make like impolite jokes.
Especially about those Estonians.
Or Armenians.
For some reason, poor Armenians.
Yeah, I'm happy they recognize the genocide because now we can get onto the business of another one. No,
Right.
of course not.
Hey, that's nobody's business but the Turks.
Oh my God. Yeah. So those guys, we started listening. They're talking about what they've been up to, and the one is saying, "I bought a knife. It's got these."
That's me, right?
serrations."
That's
I think it's
doppelganger
Bizarro Chris.
It's Bizarro Chris. Yeah.
Yeah, Bizarro Dave. I think had the. Did he have the wrench or did he have the book?
No, that was Bizarro Me. That was
Luke.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Luke.
Bizarro Dave had the book that you could strike a match cover on. We just listened to the most recent episode.
Yeah.
So it's like, or part of it, because,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, referring to ammunition as freedom.
Oh yeah, he said he bought some ammo, and the guy goes, "That's part of your freedom."
That's part of your freedom.
Which true. But
Who was I talking with? Or was it last night on GTFO? Someone recently around me referred to ammunition as freedom seeds.
Yeah.
And who was that?
I don't know.
I can't remember where I heard that, but it's really funny.
It's a terminology I don't like. I usually when I hear that, I'm like, ugh, weird. You're
Yeah.
weird. You're fucking too into it.
Yeah.
freedom seeds.
Freedom seeds.
Fucking way too into it.
Yeah, that's a real fucking thing. We gotta.
Yeah, so
we have a rival podcast.
they literally went around and said what they're holding, and then discussed what they're drinking.
Yeah, one of I think my doppelganger had a wrench.
Yeah.
It was really fascinating to hear about. He was talking about the grip.
Yep.
Just
You could use this side as some pliers, and
Right.
this side is like a wrench. It's like a wrench, kind of. It's basically a wrench.
it resembles and functions like a wrench, but get this, you can also use it as pliers if need be.
The fact that we have a rival podcast and they have no idea.
I know, like,
They have no fucking clue that they're the rival podcast.
It's so silly. We now have a rivalry only we know about.
Yes. So is that why we're fucked? Did we have?
Yeah, that's why we're fucked.
We have a rival podcast that is unaware that, or maybe is possibly vaguely aware that. I have to listen to the first episode because I have to know.
We have to listen to more of the show. We need to know more.
We
about
need to
them.
know if they're like, yeah, we were going to call it the Three Dude Cast, but
then he's a fat fucking Ohio.
Yeah,
literally these cuck eyes.
yeah, it's literally okay. Yeah, that's
Ohio
the thing.
State cuck eyes.
Everything is like the direct opposite. It's like,
Yeah. Well, like
they live in Michigan.
right.
That's it.
No, but we were even listening to the one guy talk about, well, I didn't get vaccinated, so that's another week of freedom for
Another
me.
week of freedom. Yeah.
And then the other guy's like, I'm surprised that your job hasn't made you get vaccinated because it's so surprised it just didn't make you. And then the first guy goes, yeah, like what are they gonna do? They can't make me get my vaccine. And it's like I'm listening to this, like this is bizarro us.
Yeah, this is absolutely bizarro us we're talking about here.
Yeah.
I couldn't
Chris,
believe it.
Dave, and Luke
Plus the plus one, Alec.
and Alec. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy fucking
So
shit.
that's how our morning's going. We did get Bob Evans,
we got
so
breakfast.
that was even better.
Down on the farm. Update on the. Did we talk about that on the podcast? How your GPS is just. Your GPS wants you to go to Bob Evans.
Yeah, I was driving around. I was like on my way to my dad's, and
Yeah.
it's like you're looking at this auto suggestions. It's like, do you want to go to Bob Evans?
It's like, well, yes, of course I do,
I
but
clearly want to go to Bob Evans, but I'm insulted that you knew that based solely on the information you know about me.
Yeah.
from scraping my metadata for years.
and now we've totally fucked over your GPS because we went to Bob Evans.
Which means it will only further suggest I go to Bob Evans.
Oh man, I'm
And
hungry.
eventually, it will just drive you there, no matter what.
You know what? Here's what it needs to do.
Please, Chevrolet, I just want to see my family again.
Once Daddy Elon
You
has
are
his
driving
way.
to Bob Evans.
No, let me out.
No, I don't want to be down on the farm.
I have too much diarrhea.
I can't eat any more sausage gravy.
My blood is 75% gravy. Please.
I shit out a whole sausage leg, please.
Unfucking believable.
I just
Unbelievable.
honestly, as we were driving to breakfast, I just kept screaming, "You have to be making this up. You have to be making
It's
this
so
up."
funny. You said something that was like so directly opposite. That was like this is like unbelievable. I almost swerved the car into the other lane because it was so fun laughing.
Yeah, no, you were seriously swerving.
Yeah.
You were laughing so hard.
so funny.
Yeah, what was the thing? So the one guy is like into warehousing for fun. The other guy likes the smell of burned cordite.
Cordite, that's me.
Cordite,
That's
yeah.
bizarro.
One
Chris.
guy enjoys watching a pile of gravel. Literally said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the most boring fucking thing.
Hey man, whatever you're into,
Right, but just the description was so painfully boring. Like they knew that they were being bored.
it's like standard like far right conservative versus dirtbag left.
Yeah.
Tongue-in-cheek racism.
That's a podcast where you might actually hear someone say unironically, and you will. Have you guys seen 13 Hours in Benghazi? You're not going to get that over here.
Nope.
Not this libcuck bullshit.
That's right. What exactly did Hillary Clinton know about Fugazi?
Fugazi.
Oh my god. Yeah, so we have doppelgangers.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Funniest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's fucking something, man.
And you know what? I know I said I wasn't going to slam on it too much, but the podcast is just not very entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Nah.
No. Yeah. It's not.
Very, very long stretches of dead air.
It's the opposite. It's us circa 2017. it's like old school bad sound quality dude cast.
One more week of freedom for me.
What was the shit? I lost it. I had a thought and I lost it. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'm very angry with you.
I think
well, eat me.
we're further fucked because they don't know that.
I know. And
They're
I'm-
rivals.
So we talked about this, and I'm half tempted to just be like, listen, guys, you don't know this, but you're about to. Like,
Yeah.
there are 3 dudes in that state down to the south
Yeah.
that are your absolute opposite.
Absolute opposites. We got to listen to the first episode to see if they say something about like
about the other 3 dudes.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
we gotta figure that out.
We actually have to listen to their fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it.
No, but we gotta know. We gotta know.
Those guys have a fucking Patreon. We
Yeah.
haven't made a red cent. We've lost money on this.
So this podcast is actively losing money.
We're like about like $1.50 in the hole.
Exactly,
For doing this fucking
right.
thing.
You could add another like what, $50 or $60 for the breakfast we just ate.
Dude, if you include beer and breakfast,
Oh, it's dude.
we're in the tens of thousands.
we could buy a house that's still standing in Youngstown for
Yes.
the money that
Oh yeah, we could buy one of those crack house real estate buildings that I identified.
between beer and cigars and
Buy a
yeah,
house for the price of a VCR.
unbelievable.
Dude, I want to start playing crack house realtor on the show.
Oh yeah, Crack House Realtor is fun. You got to explain to them what Crack House Realtor is.
shit on a shingle. I don't have a game for today.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyway,
we can just listen to that other podcast in place of it. Just make that the segment.
Oh god. So apart from that, I feel kind of blessed knowing that we have doppelgangers because
Hashtag blessed.
that's that's gonna make my entire fucking day because of how hilarious that
That's
is.
so funny. It's like too perfect.
Chris, Dave,
And Luke.
Luke.
I start calling you Luke every now and
Yeah.
then.
See, what's weird too is excuse me.
Yeah.
I stopped off at Barry Dingle's for a beer after work yesterday, and next to me, I keep hearing the bartender saying my first name, and I'm like what? and turns out the guy sitting right next to me is also named Ben.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So I guess that kind of makes up for
Yeah, right.
my doppelganger not having the same name.
Sure.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of nice that now you know there's another Ben in case you need backup.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
for when they come down here with their bug out bags and their like
And their wrenches. And
their mesh bags full of found
Yeah.
fruit.
1/3 serrated knives.
This is enough calories to keep me alive for 3 weeks in the woods. I harvested these from a tree outside a rest stop bathroom.
This is a grocery store.
There's food in it.
I pay American money for food.
Then I eat it, and I don't have to crawl around in the woods like a big person.
I could stay at home with my Netflix and air conditioning.
What's a morel mushroom look like? I don't give a fuck.
I play Skyrim to do that shit. I don't.
It's just funny. I don't want to rag on them.
yeah, we should say please don't rag
don't
on
shoot us.
if you're well like please don't shoot us. No, to the listeners, please don't harass them.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, please
Yeah,
don't.
no, don't be
Please
dicks.
don't be dicks. Please don't do that.
Don't make us look like more of dicks than we already
we're
are.
we're perfectly capable of doing that
Yeah.
I'm
ourselves.
happy with the amount of dickery I've already assigned
Right.
myself.
Yeah, we can make ourselves look like pieces of shit very easily in front of our own microphones.
So, are you guys actually like fucked this week?
Not really.
That honestly, that covers it for me.
I get, you know what? I guess I should say like I started a new job, so
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's the opposite of fucked.
yeah,
And it's a job you seem like you're getting into.
yeah, I'm not having panic attacks every day.
Right,
so,
right. There's no gunshots.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not threatened with crossfire at work. Yeah,
Great.
it's pretty great.
Fire.
You'll get caught up in the. You'll get caught up in it.
Gang war.
Yeah, you'll get caught up in. Yeah, for those of you, I did I talk about it on the podcast?
No, I don't think you actually named specifically what job.
Yeah, we kind of hit. I was a mail carrier. I was a letter carrier for about a year.
Yeah, you're
maybe a
walking
little
around
less.
stuffing packages.
A federal employee.
Yeah, I was a federal employee. I worked for the post office in Akron, Ohio, which means I had to drive an hour to get to work and then an hour home, and then I worked 54 hours a week.
Jesus.
So it was like ruined. It just fucking great money, but it if you ever get the chance to work for the post office, don't. It's really bad. And then on top of that, I was carrying mail in Akron, Ohio, and I was going to say
it's just not a swell place.
not the good part of Akron, Ohio. There's no good part of Akron, Ohio.
there
But,
sure fucking isn't.
the worst part of Akron,
There
Ohio.
are very few good parts of Ohio, period.
Yeah, yeah.
fair.
So there was literally 3 shootings in 2 weeks on the route that I carried.
Yeah.
And one of them happened about 100 yards away, not even 50 yards away from me.
Yeah.
Right down the road while I was walking one morning.
Terrific.
Awesome. So I don't have to deal with that anymore. I load up lumber for a living now, and for deliveries, and I wake up at I work 4 to 1. So
I get up about.
So that's why we can do this, because I have weekends off. We can
Yes.
do Saturday morning dude casts because I don't have to be
Yeah,
anywhere.
we all have weekends off now.
It's so great.
It's the first time in forever.
It's wonderful. it's just the tits, everybody. It's
the
great.
absolute titties.
Yeah.
Let's hitch now. For 500.
So yeah, I'm doing really well, actually.
Yeah.
I I'm filled with great harmony and joy.
You're a lumberman.
I'm a lumberman.
The zen of the forklift.
Yes, yeah, I'm forklift licensed apparently. So now I don't have to
Apparently.
yeah, apparently, yeah.
They tell me I'm forklift certified,
yeah,
so all right.
whatever, fuck it.
I've been
Glug
told.
glug.
Yeah, right. Woo, dude, donuts. So now I'm not just driving it around the Marks.
certified.
I'm not just driving it around the Marks warehouse.
Yeah, right.
5 o'clock in the morning with no license.
Yeah. Oh man, the shit that flew over at that place.
Yep.
I remember when I was 16, and it's like, under no circumstances should anyone under 18 operate the baler.
Yeah, whatever.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'm hitting the button.
Let's do it. Yeah, it's a button. How hard is it to?
Yeah. You stand outside it, you don't put your fucking limbs in it, and you hit a button.
Yeah, the end. I had to crawl up in that thing to fix it before. I
No
told you.
fucking thank you.
I don't think it had to.
No, I didn't have to, but it was like
OSHA would probably have.
I wanted to.
well, that's the thing. It was like because it would take 4 weeks for the repairman to come and fix it,
Right.
And we'd have literally a mountain of cardboard.
Dude, 4
in the
weeks
back.
of cardboard is like
it's a nightmare
for a
at a
grocery
grocery
store?
store.
I'll
It's
just
a nightmare.
chuck it in the lake. Who cares?
This is what everybody else does. Is fucking throw it out the window.
throw it out
Fuck
put
this.
the back
You know,
fucking.
you know how many dead mobsters are in the Mahoning River? Just fucking throw it in the fucking river.
backing up a truck to the Modi River. Hey, Chuck.
Yeah,
Hey.
I remember our boss Paul caught me because it was stuck, and I'm like, I know what's wrong with it. There's cardboard jammed in the crevice behind
the big plate.
Behind the big
Yeah, 'cause
plate.
there's a tiny sliver of space there, and when
And if
stuff gets in there,
it won't go down.
Right.
It'll block the hydraulic fluid.
Right.
So it's like I'm like, all right, fuck it. And I'm like, I said, Devin, just watch around the corner for me. And I was
like,
like,
don't let him catch me, please.
yeah, I crawled up in it, and I was like, this is so fucking dangerous. I crawled up under it, and I'm pulling cardboard out of the baler
Dude.
on my back, lying on the cardboard.
You know what the worst part of the baler is to me, even though it's not a lot of it, is it's got these spikes on the inside of the door, which if you even if it was closed and you were in it, there'd be plenty of room to not touch the spikes.
Sure.
But they're like triangular spikes with the flat part at the bottom, so that as cardboard goes down, it stays.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
gotcha. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But what it looks like is fucking Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
Right.
it's vicious. But I remember our boss, but like this manager, Paul, came around the corner, and he's like, he's got his clipboard like for the order. He's like, "What the hell are you doing?
What are you doing?"
He's like, what the hell's the matter with you?" And I'm like, "The baler's broken." He's like, "Yeah, but you can't be in there." And I'm like, and I basically, he's like, you can't be in there. He's like, "You can't be in there." And I was like, I said, "But I know how to fix it." And he's like, "I know, but you know, we have to get the repairman." And
Cameras all over the goddamn place.
I told him what I said was, and I was like 19. I was like, "Do you want to wait 4 weeks for this guy to show up?" Because that's what it happened before, and there's just mountains of cardboard back there. I said, "Do you want to wait 4 weeks for this guy to show up? And then we have to band 6 bales of cardboard, or do you want me to fix it right now?" And he looked at me and he's like, "All right, just don't let anybody else see you." I was like, whatever. Yeah, fuck it.
Dude, the cardboard
I'm not
baler,
scraping you off the inside of that thing.
it's fucking medieval the way
Yeah.
that thing works. It's just
It is.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's got the giant piston that goes clear through the top
Yep.
of the thing, and it just
It's just a crusher. It just
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I fixed it incidentally. I didn't like.
How many pounds of pressure do you think that thing exerts?
Oh, it's thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of pressure. Yeah.
So is that
great.
that sounds like just like about as much as getting never mind.
Where you
What
go?
are you gonna say?
Where
What are
you
you
go?
gonna say?
Where you going?
What are you
with
gonna
this?
say?
Come
You have
on,
to-
Luke.
come on.
Come on, Luke.
Oh, I was,
Get in here.
I was just going to say getting Lizzo to sit on your face.
Yeah.
Like every red-blooded American man wants.
I was going to say the difference is I
Sign me up.
actually want Lizzo to sit on my face.
Sign me the fuck up. Only if she plays the flute. She's gotta lower herself onto my face while she's playing the flute.
the flute like Carl and Aquatine when he has his
help me.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna add that I felt like the setup was going on for too
that's
long,
all
so I
right.
just
That's all right.
Man, the Jethro Tull reunion show is really taking a weird turn.
One lucky audience member is pulled up on stage,
Where Lizzo crushes his larynx.
lowers her beautiful ass onto his face in front of a crowd of thousands.
Awesome.
So I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'm fucked because I've started falling down the Dark Side Phil rabbit hole again.
Oh God.
No. What with you and Darkside Phil and you and Chris Chan? What the
Yeah,
hell?
I know, right?
So I don't know if you guys heard he about a month and change ago he lost his Twitch partnership. They booted him from the partner program.
I think you did mention it, but I can't remember why.
He says he waited 4 weeks for an email back from Twitch's legal team for an explanation as to why.
Yeah.
You want to take one guess?
Okay, just random guess.
Just one guess. Why?
One guess.
Why would-
Racism.
I'm gonna guess it's harassing girls on and directing people to harass girls elsewhere on Twitch.
It was hateful slurs. Yeah. No.
Boom.
Yeah. No.
It takes a racist to know a racist.
Wait, no, like seriously, like what? Do you have specifics, or is it just?
They didn't give him specifics, but he went on a massive meltdown about how he has never used a racial slur or
I don't buy that
or
for
any
1
any
second.
sort of hateful slur on stream ever. Naturally, the very next day, cue like 6 compilations of him on Twitch calling people, the R word.
Yeah.
Homophobic slurs.
Yeah.
Racist nonsense.
Yeah. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
No, me neither. But it came apparently as a huge shock to him.
Yeah.
Did you do a little poot?
No.
I thought you made a face. I thought I heard a, and then you looked at me like,
No.
okay.
No, I did hear a sound. That might have been. I wonder if Christie's
Maybe.
in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I thought you made a little cheeky poot
No.
and smiled at me.
A little cheeky,
I think you made a little cheeky poot.
No.
Yeah.
cheeky breaky.
Cheeky breaky. No, if Doppelganger Chris doesn't fart on the show, then I don't fart on the show either. I have
Right.
to buck the trend.
You guys' farts are like quantum entangled. You can't. You like if one of you farts, the other farts.
Yeah, it's the bridge between physics and quantum mechanics. It's our farts.
It's the key to everything.
It's the 10th string. Unfucking believable.
really great.
Unbelievable. Small world,
Yep.
everybody.
Now the question is just what to do with this information.
Right, exactly. I don't know. You know what we got to do? We were talking about merch last time. We got to make the true 3 dudes.
Oh my god.
The druids.
Here's what we do.
The trudes?
We make
Druids.
The druids.
we make and sell body armor
Oh, okay.
to sell to their fans as the 3 dudes.
That's brilliant.
And just be like, oh, buy official 3 dudes merchandise and
Yeah.
drop those links all over their socials.
Yeah.
But it's us.
and also all of that money goes towards the American Socialist Party.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you
there
look
you go.
really, really closely, all the there's like sickles and hammers and
Yeah,
shit
right.
all over the place.
It's like your go bag, but it's like painted for Pride Month.
yeah, like a Pride gun and ammo duffel
Yeah.
Oh,
that says 3 dudes on it.
Yeah. Freedom to practice man love.
Man, love is cool. Okay.
Okay.
gosh. Well, all right. Well, if there's no further fuckery, I guess we'll.
Seeing no objections, I gavel to move to the next phase of the session.
Yeah.
I recognize the man from Ohio.
Dragistan.
The representative of Dragistan. Thank you.
And second the motion. Motion confirmed.
All right.
Hammer.
All right, bitches, we'll be back.
Yes. You've been listening, as I'm sure you're aware, to the 3 Dudes Cast.
With those 3 guys you love, Dave.
Chris,
And Ben.
we hope you like it.
I'm neutral.
If you do like it, you can find us on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and lots of other podcast networks.
Drop us a line at 3dudecast.com.
If you're a sponsor, be sure to send a check as well.
Don't forget to find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Oh, and the gram. We got the gram.
We don't actually have the gram, but I can make one.
You've been saying we had a gram.
What a twist.
What are we doing?
Just keep
Oh, okay.
Keep the fucking bass line going.
And the blood is spattered on the cellar door. And the rain falls on my banjo. Trying to do it. Top weights.
I have no idea what that was.
It's Tom Waits, man.
Oh, yeah, that's Tom Waits.
The rain falls on my banjo.
Is that an actual Tom Waits lyric?
And a peg leg buckethead man does an Irish jig. No,
That sounds like Tom Waits.
Yeah. Could easily be. Convincing.
and the roadkill steals my soul.
What a fucking weirdo.
That's pretty accurate. Hey, did you all enjoy that pretty darn good new stinger right there?
Yes, our new podcast ad.
Yeah, that we just recorded on the fly because we had to.
I sure hope that it works out and sounds right.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? No, we're not getting as many listens as those other dudes.
I wonder what their listenership
I wonder what
is.
their listenership is right now.
And we're back.
Hey,
And we're back.
yeah, wasn't that interesting?
Turns out Detroit was awful.
Gotta suck a dick in Detroit, Rock City.
Gotta suck a dick in Detroit.
And I said, no, no, no.
Rusted metal wieners everywhere.
Rusted metal wieners.
Tom Waits' new hit.
The ghosts of the Chevrolets said, come and suck a dick.
Anyway.
Whatever.
I like it. Oh, the dogs are flipping out. I guess Christy must be home.
Fucking
So anyway, I sadly I did not have the foresight to create a buyer beware.
You rancid
okay.
fuck.
Rancid.
How dare you?
How could you?
How dare?
How could you?
How could you?
Excuse me, gosh.
You're good.
I might honestly think of coming up with another game soon because, like, honestly, trying to find reviews, especially for like just like your average product, you know, you have to dig through a bunch to get like anything like truly crazy. Or,
Yeah.
You know,
It's hard.
You were talking about like doing something different before.
yeah. Yeah, it's like it's easiest to do with movie reviews. That's where you get a lot of the crazy.
Yeah.
Because you know you get like kind of wannabe auteurs and
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just
one
nut
of-
jobs.
Like artsy type people who are like, oh, this film just
yeah,
all over it. And
You're like they're more Spielberg shoving Jewish propaganda down our throats.
doing his Jewish duty.
oh my god. Hey, you know, speaking of Jews, you hear Benjamin Netanyahu might be getting pushed out
Yeah,
of
I
his
heard that.
spot. Yeah, like all of his political enemies have come together to try and oust him from the
like
Together
you mean like Benjamin Net and Google?
right now to save Israel.
yes, and Benjamin Netanyahu.
Here come Netanyahu. He come with some Scud missiles. He got
Iron Curtain. Or no, not curtain. What they call it, the Iron Dome.
the Iron Dome. Yeah.
Got Gaza war crimes. He got
Face of cabbage. He got.
Pakistanis under his feet.
oh my god. Anyway,
God, you know I love him. Yeah, they call him BB.
Come together.
They call him Bibi.
Yeah.
BB. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense when you say it that way. It sounds like Yiddish.
Did it?
Yeah. We call him Bibby.
Like Booby?
We call him Bebby. He's,
Bibby.
He's a.
He has a head like cabbage soup.
He had like cabbage soup. It's a hell of a thing.
Cabbage soup.
I think we got to accept the fact that our Biden is never going to be as good as our Trump.
Oh, I know. It's just not working.
It's just not working. It's just not working. We've exhausted the soup. I think America has had enough of Biden.
Sleepy Joe walks in. All he talks about is soup.
It's so disgusting.
He smells like soup too. He smells like a hot soup.
It smells like soup, and it smells so bad.
It's so weird. He smells like vegetable broth. And I dunked a crouton in him, and it came out disgusting.
Also,
Made me want to puke.
also speaking of Jews,
Welcome to the Jew Dude podcast.
how does a rabbi
The three Jews.
how does a rabbi make beer?
I don't know how.
He brews it.
You.
Slippery cuck.
Anyway,
Wow. What happened in between the beginning
I know.
and this?
are you?
Hey, speaking of Jews, you guys ever heard about that Holocaust thing?
Oh my God.
How horrible!
What a wacky time that was.
And now our new segment, speaking of Jews.
Speaking of Jews,
we got to differentiate ourselves from the other podcasts.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. What do we? Well,
I feel they're really pro-Israel.
They're probably yeah.
Probably like really pro-Israel.
Just a hunch.
Yeah.
I'm not positive.
My gut tells
something
me
tells me.
Something tells me they're like real into it.
like
You know,
super into Israel.
I have a lot of thoughts about the geopolitical climate.
You know what they say about those Jews, though? They're monotheistic. They believe in just the one God. Just the one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Funny
How
thing about the Jews, one of them.
Fucking weird, right? Anyway.
monotheism.
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 Theism.
I take it back. We shouldn't do this show anymore.
You guys got that meme I sent you, right? That was like how a date with Bill Cosby and Cardi B would go.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just,
They're just passed out on each other.
Two people passed out on each other. Monotheism. I don't know.
Is that supposed to be Gilbert Gottfried?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Fuck
That's
it.
fine.
I got some thoughts about Netanyahu. Anyway,
They just have their only God. Just have one single God.
Randy Newman?
Yeah.
What's happening
they
right
only
now?
worship one God.
Oh, them Hebrews. They got one God. He sits up there in the sky. Just remember what Yahweh said.
Yeah, you
Don't put
got
any
a God in me.
Don't put any God before me.
Some Palestinians may be in your Gaza Strip. Women and children too, maybe. But we
Take
get
it back. This is good.
But none of them will ever crush you the way I do. It's me and you, boy. It's me and you, boy. And as the years go by,
And as the years go by,
my leadership will never die.
U.S. money will never die.
Getting real here.
Going to see it's our destiny.
We got to nuke the Palestinians.
Free Palestine.
It's manifest destiny.
Manifest destiny. Wow.
That was our new segment.
Randy Newman is Yahweh.
I want you to edit this part.
I don't think so. I think this is staying in.
Absolutely.
No, I was. Never mind.
you were gonna. Oh no, we blew it. So you,
No, I was just gonna call it Goy Story.
That's perfect.
perfect.
No, that's horrible. That's a horrible joke.
I don't see
I don't
why.
think it's horrible. I think that's hilarious.
I feel dirty making that joke. Anyway,
Writing down
Hey, this is a Dirtbag Left podcast, Ben.
anyway, yeah. Support Palestine, folks.
Yeah,
It's
free Palestine.
fucking awful over there right now.
I mean, like,
Yeah, it's because there's so many Palestinians.
you know what the problem with Palestine is?
Too many Palestinians.
Dude, it does suck what's
Well,
happening over there.
not anymore.
Well, there's less, sure, but still quite a lot. It's pretty fucking dark.
It's dark.
It's awful.
We're starting off on the good foot here, everybody.
Yes.
I think so.
Get on the good foot.
I wasn't
Get
with
on the
this.
good foot.
I wasn't with this when it was all of us just saying monotheism and silly voices.
We got there.
But we got
we
somewhere.
got the bit.
Yeah.
We nailed down the bit, and you guys just ate it up.
Dan and
I know of no God, but the God who is named Andy.
Dan and I were when we were working on his guitar, we had this weird bit that I think both of us felt very guilty about, which is Robin Williams being molested by Bill Nye.
Oh my God.
That sounds hilarious.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh, he's in my house. Oh. No, that's Fred. What is it?
Jesus Christ.
Oh no!
Oh, Bill.
Nye, get out of my room!
Oh, Bill, what are you doing?
Oh, no! Bill Nye, get out of my room!
Oh my
Help,
God.
Mr. Wizard! Bill Nye's in my room!
It's amazing.
Oh no!
Robin Williams is just like grown up Markiplier. He is. Oh no!
Oh, it's me, Robin Williams.
It's in my butt.
Oh no!
Oh, you better look out. That looks like the science guy.
Oh yes, indeed. Oh no! Get out of my room! Nanu nanu, nanu nanu, just random. Nanu nanu, Patch Adams.
Bicentennial man.
Did you guys watch Toys?
No,
No one did.
me neither. He's just talking about his roles.
Everyone remembers the cover from the movie store, but no one rented it. Remember, my hat had a hole in it.
There's a hole. Oh, it's me. Oh,
Wow.
Bill, what are you doing?
Oh no, Bill Nye!
Jesus Christ.
All I wanted to do was watch PBS. Now Bill Nye is in my room.
This is the ordinary lab.
The science guy cometh. Oh no!
Oh, the science guy cometh.
Yeah, that's all.
Jesus Christ.
Fair credit to Dan for his part in that.
What the fuck are we doing? I don't know. Hey, host.
Are we
What's our topic?
what the fuck did Bob Evans put in our fucking food?
I'm Mork from Mork. Oh no, Bill Nye is in my butt. Bill Nye, get off my butt. I'm television's Mork from Mork.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's a pretty solid Robin Williams.
not bad, right? Pretty good.
Oh no. Oh, Goodwill Hunting.
I was the professor in Dead Poets Society.
Yes, yeah.
Everyone loved that. Oh, Bill Nye. Oh, Captain, my captain. Bill Nye is stealing my underpants. Oh no.
Hey, science guy, quit going through that drawer.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, it's very, very stupid.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Yeah, we have a topic. Right?
My face hurts.
We do have a topic. I'm pretty positive we haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
Pretty positive.
All right.
It's video games.
Part 7.
So we recently have been talking about between us that I'm sure some of our listeners have gotten this recommended on their YouTubes. This video called "What Pretending to Be Crazy Looks Like."
Okay, yeah, I thought you were going to talk about
It's
that.
from a channel called JCS, which I found out stands for Jim Can't Swim.
Okay.
Criminal psychology.
Yes.
And it's a fascinating channel.
Okay.
Everyone who was previously following it, subscribing to it, they're really happy that it's apparently blowing up now because they're like, this channel's always been good. I'm really
Yeah,
happy
it's
more
great.
people
Yeah.
are finding it. But I so often in these videos, I get so amped
Yeah.
seeing these clearly guilty people trip all over themselves
I love it too.
in interviews. And so it got me thinking about the idea of Schadenfreude. the German word that
I love
expressing the idea of taking delight in the suffering of another.
I am all about this
Me
topic.
too. This is going to be good.
There are many delightful sources of Schadenfreude.
You're correct. We have not done this.
Right.
There's one particularly awful person on that very channel.
How despicable are we talking here?
We're talking
Like kill and eat a baby despicable?
8-year-old,
Yeah.
and also not eat, but more like
Fuck.
Yeah, someone fucking
kidnapping, rape, and murder of an 8-year-old.
That's so fucked.
in up in Ontario.
Oh my god.
And seeing this dude get picked apart. He's
like worked over by the investigators, right?
yeah, well he's pretty silent. He insists he's pretty silent for most of it. He insists that his accomplice, who incidentally also confessed and implicated him. This was like a huge manhunt up in Canada when this happened. This poor missing girl. It's a big major news story, and so he's mostly silent throughout the whole thing. He keeps calling his accomplice a liar, not to spoil too much, but
Spoiler alert.
the interrogation doesn't really bear much out. They have a lot of what they need. A confession would just make it easier.
Yeah, right.
But the end of it, they at one point do. I guess the technical term for it is apparently Jeff and Mutt. I think is the name for it, but we know it as good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
But the Canadians call it Jeff and Mutt.
Yeah, I don't know if that's exclusive to Canada or if that's
We got a little strategy. We call it good Canadian cop, bad Canadian cop. Eh?
Yeah.
You go in there and you tell him you don't like none of his business, and then I come in, I got him an ice cream pop.
Yeah. What? Like there are several points in the video where I'm just like, they're gonna fucking polite him to death.
Here we go. Okay, so Mutt and Jeff is a long-running and
Mutt and Jeff,
widely popular American newspaper comic strip created by cartoonist Bud Fisher in 1907 about two mismatched tin horns.
Tin horns?
Tin horns. That's a commonly regarded as the first daily comic strip. There they are.
I feel like a tin horn is a what? Oh, it's like having a cap out, like being a beggar.
Oh, okay. So they're like tramps essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, I recognize them.
In pop culture, it's called good cop, bad cop.
Right.
Well, towards the end of it, when it's clear the interrogation isn't going to bear much more out, the bad cop from before comes in, and the video makes no bones about it. It's he's emotionally invested. The cop is emotionally invested in the case.
Of course.
It's been a long process, and he's extremely frustrated.
And he's over it.
He's completely over this fucking monster.
Yeah.
And so he sits there for like a solid 10 solid minutes.
Just staring him down.
No, fucking ripping into him. Ooh. Fucking just verbally destroying him. And basically gloating about the fact that he's going to spend the rest of his natural life in prison.
Right, like I am going to fucking put you away. Yeah, disgusting monster.
Get used to a room like this because it's what you're going to see every day from now on when you wake up. He's just fucking over it, and it's.
I bet it feels so good.
It's so righteous to watch. It's
a justice porn thing.
Yeah, Yeah, because I mean the guy's a fucking monster, and watching that detective just it's what we're all thinking.
Right.
Just fuck this guy.
I think I came across this same channel because I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast. But you guys remember I was obsessed with that guy who gets caught basically
on
TV,
camera. On camera, yeah.
They have a video of him on that channel as well.
Because his interrogation is bizarre.
It's nuts. It's creepy as shit.
Let me tell the listener what this guy is. His name is Steven something or other. I forget his last name. He basically is he's the guy across the hall of a girl that goes missing.
Yeah.
Like a law student. He's also a law student. She goes missing. News cameras are there because it's been days. They're like searching for her. And the news cameras are interviewing him, and he's saying, no one's heard from her since Friday, and we just really hope she turns up. You know, we're all really worried about her. And he's like being really into being on camera, right?
Yeah.
And then the reporter says something to him like, so what do you make of the fact that they found human remains over in this dumpster over here? And he stops, and he goes, body? They said body, the remains of a body. He goes, body? And he like basically shuts down.
Yeah.
And she says, yes. What do you make of that? And he doesn't say anything. She says, are you okay, sir? And he's, I need to sit down.
Yeah.
And he walks
Yeah.
and sits down on the sidewalk. I remember distinctly he's wearing a Billabong t-shirt.
Yeah, right.
Because someone on Reddit was like, this is the worst advertisement for Billabong I've ever seen. But anyway, he ends up being the guy that killed her. He like went into her room, strangled her, cut her up in pieces.
Yeah.
And the only reason that there were still remains to be found in that dumpster was because someone parked in front of it and the trash people couldn't take it.
Oh my god.
If
Yeah,
there had not
they,
been a car there, he would not have been. He would not have been caught.
They found it was her limbless torso inside a garbage bag is what it was.
So then his interview with police is fucking bizarre because after all that chatty Cathy
Yeah.
bullshit, he sits down catatonic. He barely moves.
He lets them search his his dorm room.
Right.
And they find a shitload of condoms.
They find a camera on a stick.
They find a ton of swords.
yeah.
They find the packaging.
course they do.
They find the packaging for the exact hacksaw that was used to cut the woman up.
Yep. They even find the hacksaw
They found
with like material on it because he didn't clean past like the blade guard.
Right.
So they find like fucking blood in it.
yeah, they have him dead to rights.
Exactly. But again, if the dumpster had been emptied, they would have had no reason to be able to search his place. I mean, it all came together because someone parked in the wrong spot.
Right.
But his interview with the cops is like bizarre because he's sitting there almost catatonic. He barely moves. And they ask him things like, did you kill her? And he says, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
just
don't
just simple
know.
like no.
No.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, and he's just his facial affect never changes. He like continues maintain like one of the detectives breaks eye contact with him because he it's so unnerving.
Did you see the moment where the detective leans all the way back in his chair?
Yeah.
And he's like completely horizontal because it's this really fat cop in a desk chair that is like heroically holding his body up, and he goes completely flat, almost like body, like pelvis up. He's so flat. It's the funniest fucking thing. Like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
How did he get that chair so far back and not fall over?
We did talk about earlier this season, that dude, Mark it wasn't Mark. It was the seaman guy.
Hold on, I'm sorry. The seaman
The
guy?
guy who jumped off the Youngstown courthouse balcony.
Oh, yeah.
that asshole.
Splatted,
His
yeah.
last name was Seaman.
His last
Yeah.
name was Seaman.
SEMAN.
And then you made a joke about him being a splat on the floor or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so like, I don't know. I like watching that video.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like watching that guy jump to
Yeah,
his
no,
death.
he's
People who
Look it.
hurt children, it's almost impossible to not really enjoy watching
Yeah.
them get, theirs.
The only thing that would have been better is if he was able to stand trial and we could actually put him under the jail. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
It wouldn't take long. You put him in with Gen Pop, they'll kill him in a week.
Oh, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
like even prisoners hate anyone who hurts a child.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to not get some joy out of watching someone who did something so terrible.
Yeah, a monster.
Yeah, a monster. Yeah.
It's like the easiest thing to do to not deliberately kill a child. You know, it's like the easiest shit in the world to not do. And I don't understand what would possess someone to do it, but watching them fucking get theirs is amazing.
Did you ever see the court video of the guy who was like convicted of murdering his son? And he's this like white trashy dude, like tattoos all over his face, and
Yes.
yeah. And he's like, that's talking to the judge, and he's like, I didn't do this, and he's, but they have him like dead to rights. He did it.
He definitely did.
He definitely did it.
Yeah,
The judge is like,
it was a 15-day-old baby.
yeah, yeah, and it was like he's like maintaining his innocence. I think he chose to represent himself.
Yeah,
It's
because
always a great idea.
especially with face tattoos.
Yeah, right.
That's the happy ending, by the way, of the story about that guy who killed his neighbor. Is he gets to represent himself in court, so he's a lawyer after all.
Oh, awesome!
He looks so proud.
I'm sure he does.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, this dude is like, and the judge is like, so, I mean, you maintained through this whole thing you're innocent. He's like, let me ask you, what would you do to the guy who did this if he was caught? And he's like, honestly, I'd put him in jail forever. I'd lock him up and, we'd never see him. I'd lock him in solitary confinement. And the judge goes, okay, good. I sentence you to...
so many days in jail and solitary and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he's like, I sentenced you to, it was like 65 years or something. And he's like, all of it to be spent in confinement or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, basically, he's like, okay, good. We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Like, and he fucking just levels
And
him.
I saw that specifically because when the judge reads his sentence, there's a version of the video that starts playing the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme.
If you guys want to get off of a dark subject, have you ever been on the highway and some fucking cocksucker like passes you,
whizzes past you.
and then he gets pulled over?
Yes, I
immediately
have
after?
seen that.
Isn't it?
I haven't experienced it, but I'm waiting for the day.
Only once in my life has that happened.
Doesn't happen often.
And it feels so
Yeah.
righteous when it does. It's just
I remember when that happened to me. It was years ago, and I remember slowing down just a bit to see if I could see his face.
beautiful.
Like, you fucking
You
asshole.
fucking douchebag.
You fucking got you piece of shit.
I remember one of my favorite short videos on YouTube. It's like not even 5 seconds long. I don't think. But it's this dude's walking into a Target in the mall, and this woman is being carried out for shoplifting. She's cuffed and security's dragging her out, and as the guy filming walks by, he just goes, "Better luck next time, darling." And she fucking turns around and starts shouting at him.
Hey, this is actually a golden era for Schadenfreude right now.
Oh, it is.
The public freakout subreddit, which I love so very much, has been jam-packed with good stuff. One of my favorite ones was a woman, like in her maybe late 50s, early 60s, and she's in the bank, and she refuses to wear a mask in the bank, right? And of course, like, people are, oh, god damn it, just put on, everyone's getting fed up. And the cop comes in, and he's telling her, listen, you can't do this, you gotta go. And she's yelling at him about, you don't know your laws and all that shit. And it's great because up to a certain point, this is like how this is supposed to go. She throws her little fit. He walks her out of the building. That's how it's supposed to go. But then she goes a little too far and she pushes him or shoves him or something.
Bad idea.
And gives him just enough cause to try and put her in cuffs. But then she resists.
bad idea.
That's an even worse
And then you get to see like a 60-year-old woman body slammed on the floor of a bank.
Yes.
And then hilariously, once she's in cuffs, she can't get up. I can't get up. She can't stand because she can't use her hands. And he's got to help her up. And I just can't help but love this shit. Like, I know it's definitely like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
Totally.
But it's great.
And of course, my feelings on cops.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge fan either.
But when they actually, do what they're supposed to do, it's nice to see.
It just feels good. Gets your little feelies. Jesus, take it easy.
Excuse me.
You're good. You're
A
good.
little sneezy going on.
Oh, a little sneezing.
A little sneezy.
Do we need to take you to the fucking emergency room?
No, I'm okay. Just blowing everything out of my head.
Are we not going to bring up P. Barnes?
P.
Barnes for president.
Dude, P. Barnes, I was just telling someone about this the other day.
Yeah.
God's not interested in cameras, sir. I am.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, P. Barnes, the hero that we deserve.
P. Barnes for president.
P. Barnes.
Jesus fucking Christ, will you stop it?
P. Barnes of Idaho.
Sorry, I'm yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah. Oh God.
What's happening here?
The public freakout subreddit is it's totally great.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Something about watching people get body slammed or knocked the fuck out is just.
I don't even care who's right half the time.
I don't either.
Oh, speaking of knocked out, how about that video of the
Yeah.
fucking Walmart employee decking that dude?
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
So let's give a little play-by-play of this video. It starts with a man with a shopping cart who refuses to put a mask on, and he's shoving it into a Walmart employee.
He's like ramming her into the fucking
Yeah.
like end cap of a register.
Right. So other people are around and go, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he's like clocking her with a cart.
Yeah.
He goes to walk away, assumes no one's going to come back at him for some reason.
But she is pissed.
Yeah, of
someone is trying to hold her back because she is so fucking furious.
She gets around to him. She lands a solid punch.
She
in the
goes.
side
She
of his head.
roundhouses. She hits him with a right hook.
Yeah.
And just fucking.
Yeah, she sucker punches him with an absolute hell of a haymaker right to
in
the side of the head.
Yeah, right in the temple.
And he drops like a sack of
Yeah, like he
bricks.
takes the impact for a second and then he's just down.
Oh yeah, no, he's asleep standing up at that point.
fucking incredible.
You just you love
You
love to see
you
it.
really love to see
You
it.
love to see it.
Yeah, petition to change the customer is always right to fuck around and find out.
There's a lot of these. I saw a video of a couple of guys brawling in a Walmart that, and I'm sure it was. Oh no, it was a guy.
Walmart.
I think it was like a guy being escorted out because he was suspected of shoplifting or something like that, and it turns into like a brawl with fucking blood everywhere.
Nice.
And it's just I don't know. I feel like I derive a lot of satisfaction from
Yeah.
that.
Oh, do you remember the video? Who was that Nazi dude? Was it Richard Spencer?
Yeah, Richard Spencer.
He got punched twice within the same hour.
The other one wasn't on camera, right?
Yeah, no, the other one wasn't on camera.
Right. So he's like standing there. Oh, he's
talking about Pepe the Frog.
Oh yeah, he's just like he's like a little mascot. He's and
Boom. This dude.
Actual Nazis hate me, really.
Yeah, guess what? Everyone hates you,
Bam.
Richard Spencer.
Dude just gets fucking clocked.
Yeah, it's so satisfying.
Just gets his clock cleaned.
I think that was the earliest I remember the discussion kicking off about, is it okay to punch Nazis?
Yes.
Indiana Jones says yes.
Yeah.
It's as American as apple pie, my friend.
the thing is, I get why. So I get why it's not okay to punch people,
Yeah.
but
Nazis aren't people.
well, but here's the other thing: is like it's not okay to punch people, but people punch people all the time, and getting punched is a how do I put it? It's like hockey. They're the enforcers of real life.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's against the rules in hockey to actually fight each other, and you're punished for doing it.
Yeah.
But everyone knows you fuck around, you're gonna catch a punch. That's what keeps us all in line.
Bill Burr put it a certain way? He's like, even hockey has 5 minutes for instigating.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like, of course, like whether it's okay or not isn't the point.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Sure.
But sometimes if you're a fucking asshole, you're gonna get punched.
Morally?
Yeah.
Morally, is it okay to punch Nazis?
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's less okay to be a Nazi. It's like you know what I'm
not
saying?
only is it morally correct, it is your American duty.
It is,
to not only punch Nazis.
Yeah.
You know where I'm going with
We
this.
have a long, rich tradition in this country of beating the shit out of Nazis. There's a long, storied tradition.
Stabbing them, shooting them, burning them, hanging them at Nuremberg.
Yep.
It just strikes me that like when that happened, the conversation was, is it okay? And it's like, okay, you're missing the point. Like, is it legal? No. Is it morally right to punch someone whose purpose seems to be, to ghettoize whole peoples into, do you know what I mean? Like to put people in blocks, you know?
Whose entire ideology is based on genocide and yes. The answer is yes.
If someone's ideology taken to its final conclusion can mean, like people are,
in fucking camps. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's your duty to punch that person so there's not so many of them.
Yeah. Or clock him with a twisted T.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just remember that conversation. Is it okay? And it's like, you're missing the point.
Yeah, right.
Like of course it's illegal to hit people. people get hit all the time. Why is that? There are some things beyond the law.
Right.
You betrayed the law.
No.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You could chalk me firmly into the punch of Nazis category. I have a whole, my grandfather and all his brothers, fought the shit out of, the Germans and the Japanese in World War II.
Right.
So,
Well, if it was okay to shoot him, it's okay to punch him.
that's right.
It's American as hot dogs and apple pie. Man.
Amen.
Anyway.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of Nazis,
They were Nazis, dude?
these guys were Nazis, Walter? Oh, come on, Donnie. They were threatening castration.
Am I wrong?
No. One of the things that I love that Quentin Tarantino does in his historical pieces is he'll change pieces of history
Yeah.
to suit what the audience wants to see.
Yeah.
Which is feet, of course.
Which is feet. And the thing,
they don't call it footage for nothing.
spoiler alert for this movie that's like 16 years old now, but at the end of Inglourious Bastards,
Yes.
It can't be that old.
2005.
Get the fuck out of here.
2005.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No fuck. No.
I
You're
believe
fucking
it.
kidding me.
I believe it.
Hold on. Yeah, it's old.
You cannot be fucking serious.
But at the end of that movie, Hitler gets, it's 2009, excuse me, it's 12 years old.
That sounds more,
better,
yeah.
At the end of that movie, Hitler gets MP40 literally into pieces.
Yeah, there's like, he's fucking Swiss cheese.
Yeah, he's literally Swiss cheesed. And it's just a great shot of, like, they're just mowing him down with MP40s.
And the theater's on fire?
The theater's on fire, yeah. And I remember, going to see that movie, how different the landscape of America has changed. So I remember going to see that movie in the theaters on opening day, and the theater was packed because everybody loves Tarantino.
Yeah.
The theater was jam-packed, wall to wall. And that scene where Hitler is like, he gets punched onto the floor and then they just literally Swiss cheese this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I remember people stood up and applauded. Like people in the theater were like, yeah, people, killing Hitler's still awesome. You know what I
Killing
mean?
Hitler's exciting.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know what?
People
That doesn't
stood
happen
up-
in any other movie.
No.
that I can
Damn
think of.
well kill Hitler.
People stood up and applauded that. And it felt, it just
Yeah.
felt good.
Remember A Simpler America where you really knew how you felt about Hitler?
Jesus. Yeah, it was incredible.
It's almost quaint.
He did. You guys haven't seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood yet either, so I'm not going to ruin that.
gotta see that.
But he does something similar. He
Bend
does
history to
his thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
it largely takes place surrounding the Manson family murders, the Sharon Tate murder. So I'm not going to say anything else besides that. But I will say that he bends history pretty aggressively, to prove a point about you can tell very
Yeah.
clearly about how he feels about the Manson people. It's awesome. It's great. I love shit like that. Give the audience what they want to see.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
I heard
Again, his feet.
Yeah. What's a good? Yeah. Which is feet.
he has a quote that was like, he's talking about Roots. And he's like, Roots is one of the greatest things we've ever put on television. It's so real. It's so visceral. And he's like, and then you get to the end, you're in for this whole 10 episode miniseries ride and everything's great and it's perfect. And then you get to the end and Kunta Kinte is about to he's got the whip and he's about to tear this guy up. He's about to, beat his old master. And then he puts the whip down and everybody goes, no! It's like, and he said, he's like, you don't get that in my movie.
and that's how he got Django Unchained.
That's
I bet.
right.
Yes.
I
He's
bet
like,
you.
you're not going to get that in my movie.
What a fantastic movie.
Awesome. Just fucking awesome.
His name was King. He had a horse.
Remember that interview with Tarantino? I can't remember. He's talking to some woman. I think her name was Carol or something. She's talking about excessive violence in movies. Cause it's fun, Carol.
Because it's so much fun.
Yes.
It's like, yes, he understands why we go to the movies.
Yes.
Duh. Thank you.
What are some other really satisfying? I remember when Game of Thrones was still good. I remember the biggest dose of Schadenfreude ever was when Jon Snow wins the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
He picks up the shield. He's fucking furious. He just starts advancing towards Ramsay, blocking every arrow.
Yeah.
He gets up to him, tackles him, and starts beating
the
him
shit out of him.
senseless.
Yeah.
It's like it's really truly excessive too. Like it's like like a solid minute of him punching him in the face and just blood.
It's so good.
It only takes him seeing Sansa and realizing that this should be her job.
duty, yeah.
That's the only thing that gets him to stop.
How fucking good. that whole scene was like
That whole episode, the Battle of the
the
Bastards.
beginning where they're like, who owns the North? We do. Show me.
It makes me
They
sad
do the march.
because I want to see it again.
He's commanding the Bolton army down the. Oh,
It makes me sad because I haven't rewatched some parts of that show. I feel like maybe once. Like the later stuff, I didn't watch as much as the beginning.
Yeah.
and I really want to watch it again. Except I know where it's going.
Yeah.
and it's
Right.
gonna be a fucking bummer.
well, get ready because the Targaryen show's coming out.
Yeah,
soon,
should I get excited?
cautiously maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get excited, but give it a shot.
Lucky there's Targaryen guys.
That was awesome. You know what? I was just thinking about it, like concerning like TV and movies. You guys ever watch the movie The Patriot?
Lucky there's a guy who'll positively screw you, even if you're siblings.
The Patriot, the really truly historically accurate Mel Gibson film,
yes.
The Patriot.
Yeah.
Ripped from the pages of history.
I say what you want. I love that movie. I love that movie because Jason Isaacs is in it. Jason Isaacs is an incredible bad guy in everything he's in.
Yeah.
He's fucking Lucius Malfoy. I mean, like you're not, But
This is one of the movies you basically watch around Valentine's,
yeah,
right?
it's one of our Valentine's Day movies
You eat
because
a
we
big
both
steak
love
and
it.
you watch war movies.
Yes. So the Patriots it's like number one on that list. I love that movie. But the Jason Isaacs is such a prick. He kills Mel Gibson's son. And then you think that his oldest son has him killed. He shoots him and he goes to coup de grace him. And Jason Isaacs turns around and he has a rifle tucked under his stomach. And he bayonets him. And he kills him too. And it's like right at the end of the movie when, spoiler alert if you've never seen The Patriot, but like, the good,
America wins, right?
America wins.
Yeah. I thought so.
There's the scene
Seem to
where,
remember hearing that somewhere.
where Mel Gibson catches him on the battlefield finally, and Jason Isaacs is about to like decapitate him with his sword, basically. And he goes like, I guess we always knew who the better man was. And he goes to do it. And Mel Gibson ducks and turns around and bayonets him in the throat.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, you're right. My sons were better men. And then he twists it and pulls it out. And it's like, ah! So it's like, it's one of the most satisfying movie deaths I've ever seen. It's so good. It's like, oh yeah, fucking twisted, baby.
Fucking get him.
I gotta fucking get around to seeing the sequels still, but the first John Wick is nothing but Schadenfreude for like 90% of the movie.
You know what? They fucked with his dog.
Don't fuck with his dog.
Yeah.
If they fucked with his dog, everyone's a bad guy then.
You have to get through the heartbreak of the first, 10 minutes.
Sure.
It is actually really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes seeing the dog die, especially because he's wounded and John Wick wakes up after getting knocked out.
Yeah.
And
The dog crawled over to him
The trail
bleeding.
of blood shows that he crawled all the way over to him.
I think there's a website called Does the Dog Die?
Does the dog die?
Yeah.
Where you can find out very early, is a dog going to die in this movie? Because I can
Yeah.
just skip it.
Well, I think for the John Wick entry, it says something like, yes, but keep watching. Yes.
Yes, but don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, he stole John Wick's car, sir, and killed his dog.
I had a giant booger on my face just now.
Yeah.
Did you guys not notice a giant booger on my face?
Nope.
I don't pay that close attention to you.
All right, I'm just throwing tissues on the floor now. What, something happened to me. I'm like all stuffy now. Those sneezes. I'm like I'm like all
COVID, bro.
messed up now.
What are some other good TV and movie?
What are some good TV?
Good fictional Schadenfreude.
Yeah. Do you remember when Ralphie gets it in The Sopranos? How fucking brutal that is.
Every time I hear Ralphie, I think
Story.
Christmas Story.
Remember when Ralphie gets strangled in the kitchen?
No, but also when Ralphie beats up the bully.
Yeah.
No, son, I'm gonna shoot your eye out.
No, there's a scene where Ralph Cifaretto is such a prick piece of shit in that show.
Awesome, Joey Pants.
Yeah, Joey Pants, right? He fucking.
Tommy 99 times.
I remember like
the papers.
I'm gonna get the papers. So I'm part. Okay, it's funny you say that. I'm part of a group on Facebook called Marty Scorsese eyebrow posting.
Are you fucking serious?
It's Marty Scorsese eyebrow posting.
It's for real.
And one of the things that they love to do is make memes out of the I'm gonna go get the papers guy. So there's just dozens and dozens of
papers memes.
Jimmy 2 times memes. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Trying to find a good
eyebrows
example.
posting.
I want to go get the papers. Get the papers.
Schadenfreude, Breaking Bad is really good for that.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
Let's we can use this as an excuse to praise Breaking Bad for the 90th time on the show.
Right.
Seriously, but it bears repeating because it's definitely one of the best shows on television.
There you go. That's
I've
a good
ever seen.
example.
What is what is this? What was?
I want to go get the papers. Get the papers.
It's really weird. I don't even feel like reading this to the audience.
Oh yeah, I sent you guys this one. That's Joe Pesci. It says, "I'm funny how? I mean, I'm funny like I farted, like I shit myself,
Like I diarrhea.
like I get diarrhea." Yeah.
Shitted. I shitted and farted and camed.
Oh, it's so funny.
I think the shitted and farted memes are really funny.
Yeah, they are really funny.
I don't know why.
The Todd specifically in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah.
That scene where Jesse just he's shackled and he just wraps the chains around his throat.
yeah.
Pulls him back and jumps to the floor and just strangles
That
him.
one's a long time coming too.
Yeah.
Basically from the time that you see him kill that kid.
Yeah.
It's like from that point on, you're like, I want Todd to suffer.
Yeah. Everybody.
Yep.
Or the one that got me was like when he shoots Andrea. Remember he knocks on the door and he's like, I'm real sorry about this, and fucking just right in front of Jesse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It just Jesse gets the best possible
Yeah.
Solid
It
revenge.
feels so good.
fucking
Feels so good.
fucking Gus as well.
Yeah, Gus Fring. That one, I don't know if that's like because he was such a good bad guy.
He is,
Yeah, but
he's
like-
one of the best parts of that show.
Yeah,
for sure.
But that scene is so good. It's so good. Iconic television, just iconic.
Gustavo Frick.
Yeah.
Yeah, God.
Well, here's one. Ernest Angley just died. Did you guys hear about that?
No, I don't even know who.
Do you know who Ernest Angley is?
Is that serial killer?
No.
No.
Is that child molester?
Ernest Angley is a mega pastor from Akron, Ohio.
I already like this.
And the story with him is that, basically he ran, like a large church. He had plans to build a giant, like sort of like Space Needle style restaurant that revolved above Akron. He had all this crazy, he had jets
for
and shit.
Jesus and shit.
He was like a really like crazy rich dude with like his jet is still at the Akron airport or whatever it is, the regional airport. So he was like loaded. Well, the thing is, several people in his church came forward later to say that he like molested them.
Yeah,
that
naturally.
he, like
Like
all
you
this
do.
shit. And actually, years ago, the Beacon Journal acquired audio of a phone call between him and one of his former like senior pastors, where the guy's like telling him that someone had told this guy that Ernest had been like on a retreat somewhere in some other country, like nude in bed with another guy, whatever, pleasuring each other.
Adult guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically just like a lewd affair, right?
Sure.
And Ernest's defense is so funny because he says, but I didn't make him come. So it's like I think of this as the no homo defense.
Yeah.
Right. And I think it's hilarious.
It's only gay if the balls touch.
It's not gay if you don't make each other come, apparently.
Okay.
So, but yeah, he just passed away, and
fuck
something
him.
about that's very satisfying.
Yeah.
An end of an era.
He couldn't make a male prostitute come.
Wait till Joel Osteen bites it.
Fucking weak.
How good is it going to be when Joel Osteen bites it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be glorious.
Well, I can't wait till we find out who he's diddling.
Isn't Jerry Falwell's not still alive? Not,
No,
not,
Falwell's
not
gone,
Jerry
yeah.
Falwell. The other guy. The other old homophobe.
Falwell's the first one I think.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You sure it's not Falwell?
No, it's
The guy from the
700 Club?
Yeah.
Pat Robertson.
Pat Robertson.
Robertson, yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Pat Robertson.
I don't fucking know how.
Who blames hurricanes on gay people and shit.
Right.
For this Pride Month, do yourselves a favor and take a shit in a bag and send it to Pat Robertson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There- Oh, you know what? There's that online service where you can ship a box of cow shit
Yes.
anonymously to any address you want.
That's
It's
wonderful.
like $10.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful.
$10?
It's about $10.
I wonder how much money we could raise to send boxes of shit to the 700 Club.
Yeah, please do that.
I don't even know if that's still on the air.
I think so. Oh
my God.
And I remember it used to come on right after Who's Line, and they used to have to like.
What a fucking like.
I know.
whiplash.
Whoa. Yeah, the new After It All's new special home improvement, the Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey show. It's like what a switch. Yeah, because they had to put like a disclaimer at the beginning that's like, oh, the opinions expressed by the 700 Club are not necessarily those of ABC Family.
Okay, the quick broadcasting it.
Broadcast.
Yeah, right. Get it off the air. I'm looking forward to what happens to Matt Gaetz. That will be Schadenfreude of the most beautiful
Yeah,
variety.
Yeah. Oh, God.
That dude has,
he had
like,
better
a-
go to prison for a long
That
fucking
dude's
time.
got a punchable face to top all punchable
Yeah.
faces.
Yeah.
Just like a real shitbag smile.
Matt the Statch Gates.
The statch.
The Statch. Yeah, statutory
The
correct.
stash, yeah.
The Statch.
The statch. I
Yeah.
like that. That's good.
Matt the Statch Gates.
Matt the Statch Gates.
See, they call him that because he, statutory raped a bunch of people. That's why they call him that.
Call him that because he had sex with a 17-year-old girl.
Dude, and then like sent money on behalf of his other associate who was like the like tax auditor of like Tallahassee or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And like sent like a couple $100 to all these girls on Venmo with the tags like for books in school or shit like that. Like Venmo is the weirdest choice for that because it's public.
Yeah, right.
Why
Why
do
would
you
you do
send your underage girl prostitutes money on Venmo?
Yeah. Hey, whatever. How good was it when Bill O'Reilly fucking got ousted from Fox News?
We had a party.
We had a party.
We
had
did.
a fucking party
We
to
did,
celebrate
didn't we?
it.
And you haven't
was
heard
the,
a fucking thing from him since.
Not a
It was
word.
like the day before St. Patrick's, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
it was.
So we made Irish train wrecks
Yeah.
Yes.
in honor of Bill O'Reilly getting the boot.
And you haven't,
Not a word.
not a fucking word
I don't know
from
what
him.
happened to Bill O'Reilly, and I don't
Don't
care.
care.
I think he recently put out another book, but really, who gives a shit?
No one cares anymore. No one cares what Bill O'Reilly thinks
Yay.
anymore. He's not on TV. He's out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
It was
Tucker Carlson's next.
Yeah, I
Oh,
know.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Oh,
I know.
God. I've been rewatching the Marvel movies, and I think it was Iron Man 2. They have like actual. They had like actual news personalities talking about Tony Stark.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
refusing to surrender his suit to the government, and one of them's Bill O'Reilly. I'm like, man, what a time!
Yeah,
Weird.
What a wild.
What a wild.
Yeah, that was so much fun. We celebrated, like Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead style about Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah.
What a fucking douchebag.
Can the Mick right before St. Patrick's Day.
You love to see it. You just
Poetry.
See, here's what I want.
really love to see it.
Here's what I want to happen. In the middle of the Matt Gaetz shit, I want it to become part of government record, the weird dinner that he alluded to having with Tucker Carlson.
I don't know if I know about this.
Weird dinner.
Yeah, so like right after the news broke that Matt Gaetz was under investigation, possibly for sex trafficking, right? Like the next day, he went on Tucker Carlson's show to defend himself.
Oh yeah.
And he made this
Yeah.
weird rambling defense about how there was something to do with an extortion plot and people wanted money out of him and all this bullshit, right? And then he says something to Tucker about, like, I am known for being, generous with my dates and all that. And they're trying to criminalize me for being generous to the ladies, right? And Tucker, you remember we went out to dinner some years ago, me and your wife, and I had a lady friend with me, and blah blah blah.
She was getting her braces removed the next day.
We swung by KB Toys and then met you at the Red Lobster.
she had all of her finest jewelry on from Justice.
I got her a charm for her charm bracelet in the shape of the Republican elephant. Anyway,
it wouldn't surprise me if that's
that probably happened.
Yeah.
But Tucker immediately was like, I don't know what dinner you're referring to. I don't remember that. And I'm like, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Absolutely does.
He remembers getting in the cab with his wife and going, she seems a little young.
Yeah.
He remembers that.
Yeah.
I want that to be part of the record.
Yeah. Put it on the record.
Did you seem a little too interested in the Jonas Brothers to you?
Oh, speaking of young stars or whatever, the fucking dude from Josh from Drake and Josh just got
I
busted.
saw that.
He busted here in Ohio for distributing material harmful to a minor.
Yeah.
Yeah, God, he is just a fucking train wreck, man.
Is he? Is this not the first thing?
From what I understand, there is a prevailing theory that he is under like a mountain of debt. So he is essentially like a contract slave to Nickelodeon and has been for a long time.
Shit. Really?
Yeah. That's what I hear anyway. But the dude's, he's got to be at least as old as us.
If anyone's going to have child slaves, it's probably Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I would think so.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, at least now they don't have to pour ketchup all over their feet for the higher ups.
Wait, what? Did that happen?
Yeah, what was that producer's name? The Nickelodeon producer. Yeah, he got busted because a bunch of there were reports of harassment made against him, and it came out that a lot of the teen stars on Nickelodeon shows had a lot of complaints about him and his very overt foot fetish.
Nick. Show me your fucking feet.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
And weird.
Very weird.
Ketchup?
There's a specific scene. I don't know what the show is. It's one of these sitcom revolving around a teenager or whatever. But there's an entire scene, an uncomfortably long shot of the girl taking her shoes off, and then this other character is squirting ketchup all over them, and her feet are front and center.
Oh, that's so weird.
It's fucking. See, it makes my skin crawl.
Hold on, I gotta find this. Hold on.
Well, now I know why the Salute Your Shorts sequel, Salute Your Socks, never took off.
Yeah, I remember one of the images going around when that news broke was the front of Nickelodeon Studios when they still had the big sign in the shape of a foot with Nickelodeon stamped across it.
That's fucked up.
It's absolutely entirely fucked.
That just bothers me.
But yeah, no, I always like seeing pedophiles get busted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I mean, what can I say? That's some great Schadenfreude.
Yeah, it's always great when bad things happen to people that deserve it. Mm-hmm. And there's plenty of great examples. I think I sent you guys a video of two truckers outside a truck stop somewhere, and the one is just taunting the other one. There's these two big fat guys. One of them's probably 30 and really fat. The other one's 60 and less fat.
Here we go.
Oh
Eventually.
yeah.
This is
the thing.
Oh God,
It's so fucking can you get any more blatant?
I mean, the feet are the focus of the shot. For what we're looking at right now, for some fucking reason, thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Is two girls, one of whom has her feet out, and the other girl is pouring ketchup all over.
I think that's a guy.
Oh, I'm looking at it upside down. I kind of can't tell.
Yeah, I think that's a dude.
Yeah, that's a dude. He's just got longer.
What the fuck?
And there's
What is happening?
and then they zoom in on it.
They zoomed in.
Yeah.
And this ketchup is splashing everywhere, and she's wiggling her feet, and they're dancing. Dude, this is weirder without audio. I bet with sound, I would at least know what the fuck is happening.
Now let's just keep
Probably
it,
not.
let's
It's
keep
Nickelodeon.
let's
It
keep
doesn't have to make
Oh,
sense.
she's just like kicking
It's still going. Oh my god! All right. Ugh.
Yeah, I forget what this producer's name is, but he is no longer with Nickelodeon.
I can't fap to this.
I can't fap to this. I can fap to this.
That's fucked up.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, just Christ.
You know what? There's all kind. I mean, like that's another thing about the. So I mentioned that for COVID reasons, there's lots of good Schadenfreude going on. People fighting in stores and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, you kind of have to love some of the comeuppance is a really bad word, but the Me Too stuff, the stories of people getting finally, exposed for all their creepishness.
Yeah.
It's been a good couple of years for Schadenfreude.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a ways to go still on that front, but it's getting better. There's no denying it's getting better.
Meanwhile, out
All
there,
the time.
Kevin Spacey is still trying to slug it out on YouTube.
Yep. Every Christmas.
Every Christmas. I can't wait for this year.
I know.
Last year was the one where he was talking about, like, I've been getting a lot of messages from people, basically, you've had to say means a lot to me, and
Yeah.
basically implying that he's got friends that are ready to kill themselves,
Yeah.
and that he is a beacon of hope for them.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude,
Stop fucking teenagers.
just stop fucking kids, you weird old man.
Thanks for fucking ruining Seven and Usual
House of
Suspects
Cards.
and House of Cards.
I can't watch that now. I
Hand
love
me
that
the
show.
fucking keys, cocksucker.
You fucking
Give me the fucking keys, you cocksucking motherfucker.
And the fucking keys, cocksucker. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
that movie is great.
Usual Suspects, I can still watch.
Yeah, I know. I can still watch Seven too.
Yeah.
So and yeah,
Yeah, 7.
yeah.
7's always going to be really
Yeah.
good.
But I don't want to watch House of Cards now.
No.
Because I think it's specifically he's so creepy.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
creepier. Yeah, knock knock. I started doing that.
I know,
You
me
remember?
too, yeah.
We just found ourselves all going,
Oh, is that a Frank Underwood thing?
Hardens
Yeah.
your knuckles.
Okay.
yeah, it was something his dad did to toughen his knuckles up. He'd knock on things,
Okay.
It's just a weird character trait more than anything.
Yeah. It's a shame because that show was very good.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
very, very, very good.
And then they did the whole season without him, and it was fucking
I didn't
weird.
even watch it. I was
Dude,
just like,
don't.
no. I
It's-
was just like, this is bad.
It's like Robin Wright in the White House being like, I can feel him everywhere. He's here, and his spirit is still kind of with us or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah, but-
okay, we're finding out Frank Underwood died.
Yeah.
They just killed him off.
Yeah.
But then they make him haunt the whole season. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird. All right. So real quick before we adjourn this, do we? What are some Schadenfreude you'd like to see?
Like in the future.
Yeah. Who would you like to see?
I mean, there's some obvious ones.
Apart from the obvious ones, I guess I want to see. I haven't seen in a long time a good old fashioned, just
nice old fashioned.
I haven't seen a good old fashioned total and absolute meltdown on Twitch in a long time.
Yeah.
Someone it doesn't even have to be because of a game. I just want to see someone like it could be drama, it could be whatever, but I want to see someone like absolutely lose their shit on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I someone who deserves to, be that miserable.
Right.
I don't want it to happen to, any of the streamers I like, obviously. But I don't know. I like specifically I think it's a lot easier to enjoy when, you have at least the context of like, to truly enjoy, watching someone else's misfortune. You know, it can't just be like, Joe Average, stepping on a rake and
It's not Schadenfreude otherwise, because there's really no pleasure. It's just someone freaking out.
Sure.
It's not like really enjoyable unless they kind of deserve it.
Yeah. I also haven't really seen. It's been a long time since I've seen any really good
Sorry. Woo, you guys like that?
Dude, I'm like so snotty.
What are you doing?
I'm so snotty.
I tend.
Excuse me.
Any really good it's easy to just go onto YouTube and find May 2021 epic fails, and it's people like swinging off of a rope swing and belly flopping into a lake, but I haven't seen any like real good things like that in quite some time.
Here's what I want. I want Poor Judgment to come back.
Yes.
The YouTube channel Poor Judgment,
one
please
of my
come back.
favorites, please.
And
funny.
give me a video of animals attacking humans who deserve it again.
Possibly funny.
Possibly funny?
Please come back. Please come back.
Poor Judgment was one of the best things
One of
on
the best YouTube channels. So good.
I remember on the note of animals attacking humans. There's one video that it's tough to watch because it involves a lion getting shot because people are sport hunters and they're fucking shits.
Dicks out.
But before the lion is finally fatally shot, it runs up and tackles, like full on bull rushes one of the hunters who is like fucking screaming in absolute mortal terror.
Yeah.
Before the other hunters finally shoot the poor animal.
That sucks.
But seeing that guy fucking
Scream for his life.
see his life flash before his eyes is really satisfying.
You know who I want to see get it?
Who?
David Miscavige.
Yeah.
That's gotta be coming.
It's got to be coming, right?
Yeah.
Where's Shelley Miscavige, you fuck?
You piece of shit.
You
Where's your
worthless
wife?
bastard? What hole do you have her in?
She's almost definitely exactly where you think she is.
She's-
in that one
That
reprogramming
camp.
center.
Yeah, she's in a camp somewhere.
Yeah.
Like mopping the floor with her toothbrush. What did you do, David Miscavige?
David Miscavige.
Where's Shelley?
Where's your fucking wife? What does
Piece of
she
shit.
know?
You fucking pyramid scheme bastard.
I just broke my pen.
in anger.
Oh, maybe Carole King too. Honestly.
Huh?
Carole King, the Tiger Woman from Tiger King.
No.
No, Carole King's the musician.
Carole King. No. Oh shit. Jesus Christ. Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskin.
Like, what the fuck did Carole King do?
That fucking bitch, Carole King.
I'm mixing that up with the title of Tiger King.
Right. And yeah, I totally see it.
Mixing the fucking.
That fucking bitch, Carole King.
Oh my god. No.
She had no other album after Tapestry that was.
No. I have no ill will whatsoever towards Carole King.
But I really like this gag now. That bitch, Carole King.
That bitch.
That bitch.
Yeah. Where's your husband, Carol?
Yeah.
Where's your husband?
Where's
Carole
Dawn?
King?
Where's Dawn, Carol?
Dawn. Wait, that's
Dawn.
yeah, but they're not. Is Carol and Don King?
No.
No.
Carol
Baskin.
What are you talking about?
No, hold on. So what happened is you said Dawn.
Yeah. And
Dawn.
Right, you were
But
talking
you were
about Carole King.
You were still thinking
Carol,
about
but then I thought of Don King, and I'm like, they're not married, right?
No.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Has Don King gone missing? And did Carole King make him go missing? And are they married? You just put a lot of confusion in me really efficiently.
Carol Baskin's husband,
Right.
ex-husband Don,
Right.
who was almost certainly murdered by her and fed to tigers.
Right. No, I get it. I do get it.
Not Don.
I thought Carole King and Don King immediately. That's where my head went. And then I'm like, Carole King is married to Don King?
Watch 5.
They don't seem like they'd have anything in common.
Stay tuned, folks, because 5 minutes from now, Dave's gonna be like, "Oh, I thought you meant Don Quixote. I thought you meant Carol Channing and Don Quixote."
you can see why I got confused. That's a different Don and Carol.
Yeah.
That also share a last name.
Yeah, but are not related in the slightest.
We gotta settle this in the ring.
Oh my God. Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's funny.
This is not helping my snotty head.
Okay. Have we?
Excuse me.
What about you, Chris? Is there anyone, any comeuppance you'd like to see? Any Schadenfreude that you?
The biggest one for me is David Miscavige.
Yeah,
That's
David Miscavige.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
heated on that now. I gotta see David Miscavige get it.
Yeah, it's got to be on the way. I'm sure that, while they have basically kept their hands off the whole thing because of Scientology's war with the government, it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Or maybe, yeah.
Carol and John King,
Jesus Christ.
happily married.
Oh my God.
That's super weird. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Why don't we just move on that?
Oh, that David and Shelley. I thought you meant David Spade and Shelley Long.
Oh yes, they were married when David Spade was 8.
Hollywood. All right, let's just wrap this up here and go to a break.
When we come back, recommendations.
And what we learned.
What if anything we've learned? You guys have learned things. I've been neglecting to write anything down because I've just been kind of riding this this sugar rush that I'm on.
Yeah. Well, we're packed with breakfast, and we could do this for hours and hours, but we're not going to do that. We're going to stop now and then come back.
All righty, Roo.
All right. Wait, what do you got? Meme corner.
It's these slip-on shoes that say "fuck racism."
Yeah.
But then the caption, the person who wrote the caption says, "Imagine you're Cinderella and you're running away from the ball, and actually I can't tell which shoe would be funnier to lose."
I'm looking for my darling lover whose shoe says "fuck."
Yeah, just traveling the lane with shoes that says racism on it.
Is this your shoe that says racism? Show me the other shoe that says racism. Well, actually, they're different print. Well, actually, I don't believe you.
Oh, that's funny.
God. Well, we're gonna get ready to wrap up here.
Yep.
But not before some solid recomendaciones.
Yeah.
That's Spanish for recommendations. It's probably not.
I don't think so.
Press X to doubt. Either of you gentlemen want to start us off?
Yeah, sure. I'll open us up here. First recommendation, I'm following up on one that Ben made earlier because we got to actually sit down and play it last night.
Yeah.
You should check out GTFO. It's in early access. It's really fun. You got to get a squad of 4 buddies to play it. Don't play with randos.
Yeah. It's visually very cool.
Now,
Very cool.
I will say, if you don't have 4 buddies to play it with, the first time I played it was by going to their Discord server. There's an LFG channel looking for group channel specifically for new players. And the guys that I played with were super helpful and taught me a lot about the game.
Nice.
So, there's always the Discord.
Yeah.
But
It's really fun. It's early access. The game looks great. It's fun. It's sufficiently tense. It's very stealthy, squad based kind of action.
We got off to a great start last night when immediately upon landing you fired your rifle.
I was playing with the gamepad. Well, I was trying to figure out what the crouch button was,
Right.
Because it wasn't. They don't have it mapped. They don't have it mapped the way you would expect.
Yeah.
And I went to I tried B and that didn't do anything. And then I clicked in the thumbstick, and clicking in the thumbstick fires your gun.
What?
I clicked in the right thumbstick and it fired the gun. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck? I didn't mean to do that.
That's not your fault.
Yeah, I was like,
Fire
fuck.
should
So-
not be the thumbstick.
So do yourselves a favor and play on mouse and keyboard like a real PC gamer.
Yeah.
So check that out for sure. I have a real basic recommendation this week, and that's just create something. If you're into music, go out and create some music, play a little, jam, do what you got to do. If you're into art, draw something, paint something. If you want to cook something, create a new recipe.
If you're an arsonist, burn someone's house down.
That's right. Just go out and create something or destroy something if you want. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're creating a burned down house.
yeah.
You're making that.
A house. I'm gonna fucking burn it. Cool, baby.
Don't call the fire department.
I'm going to lock your kids inside.
Gonna burn down the house.
People say let me out of my house cause it's on fire. And I waggle my finger. Yeah, just create something. You should go out and do that. I've been jamming a lot lately. Play your guitar, your drums, or your bass, or whatever you play.
Yeah.
Draw something. Just create.
A little skin flute if you're proficient.
I am. Who? Self-revealing. Who's next? Who's next?
Why don't you go ahead? I still thinking of mine.
Yeah, honestly, I don't have a lot. I'm trying to think of what I've been into lately. The big thing is I realized that all of Aqua Teen is now available on HBO Max as part of their big giant bundle of Adult Swim content that came to HBO.
Yeah, we watched the last 2 episodes this morning.
We did. And in fact, I got to see the show's finale, which I decided, like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't, like, I'll just skip to it because it's not going to spoil the show to watch the last episode of that show.
Yeah.
Right. There's such a deep and engrossing plot, though. I mean,
It's really funny. The last 2 episodes are really funny.
Yeah. The 8th episode of the 11th season is like called The Last One Forever. We really mean it fucking seriously or something like that. And then there's a 9th episode.
Yeah, there's one right after
one
that.
more,
That's
which
just
is
full of nonsense and yeah.
It ends in what I think is the funniest way, which is them watching the TV, and on the TV is them in the same moment.
Yeah.
And they're like watching it, and Meatwad basically says, "We should do something."
Yeah,
like a minute left.
Like, wait, that's how they ended it after 15 years?
Yeah, right.
That's it. And they're like, yeah, I guess so.
Meatwad's like, "We should do something. Like, we should do a joke." And then it ends.
It's really good. Yeah, Aqua Teen's still fucking hilarious.
Aqua Teen's still great. Also, Joe Pera is on HBO Max.
Yeah,
the
that's
entire run of
great.
that. A lot of good Adult Swim stuff. Eric Andre is not, but Eric Andre is on Hulu.
Yes.
So I started watching that again too.
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
Yeah.
Adult Swim is what I'm recommending right now.
Yeah.
Just watch some classic Adult Swim and feel good.
Yeah.
Make it part of your summertime fun.
Yeah.
hell yeah.
What you got for us, Ben?
Well,
Gravy.
gravy. I recommend gravy. Oh, you know what I'm going to recommend is that you should go back and play, at least for a while, just to fuck around in it. Play Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what started it, but I went on like a big New Vegas meme video binge, like I don't know, a week and a half ago, and now YouTube won't stop recommending me New Vegas content.
There's a great channel who does a lot of New Vegas content. Like, can you beat New Vegas using only a BB gun? Things like that.
But I got it in my head to play it again, and you know, there's any number of ways to generate a random character.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. That's what I'll probably be doing this evening. At least part of what I'll be doing this evening.
Nice.
The character I generated has 3 intelligence, has the 4 eyes perk.
Yeah.
The rest of his stats, apart from the insultingly low intelligence are pretty average.
Yeah.
Except he has 9 luck.
Yeah. Right.
So this is gonna be real fucking interesting.
Nice.
Are you here for war or peace? And it's
Warm pizza and I don't think 3 intelligence puts me that low.
no.
It's definitely not good though.
Yeah. Arcade's definitely gonna make fun of you.
Yeah. So I'll the generator I found also dictates whether or not you play hardcore mode, and this one is going to be in hardcore.
Have fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have fun. Everything's 3 times harder.
I got to join up with the NCR. Victoria and Edie have to be my companions. What else? Oh yeah, laser weapons.
Yeah.
A
Good choice.
laser pistol is my main weapon. So yeah, it'll be something.
I love New Vegas. It's just so good.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So if you don't have it, just fucking get New Vegas.
not expensive,
It's on Steam. You just fucking buy it.
Yeah,
Fine,
dummy.
you fucking dumb fuck. Yeah.
Man, I gotta poop.
Yeah.
I gotta
we're-
poop real bad.
We're gonna wrap it up here.
To the town of Alfreda, get your ranger one fine day.
What have we learned here, gentlemen?
I have written down as my first item Goy story.
Toy Story. I forgot about Toy Story.
Yeah, and so what was the quote about God? And I know no God except he whose name is Andy. Yeah.
I wrote we have a rival podcast.
Yes, we
That is
do.
legitimately something we all
And
learned today.
They're really pro-Israel.
yeah.
Like very pro-Israel.
I wrote rusted metal wieners everywhere.
That's right. Something about sucking a dick in Detroit.
That's it. Yeah. Rusted metal wieners.
I wrote that Bill Nye stole Robin Williams' underwear.
Yeah, I got Robin or Bill Nye is really into Robin Williams' butt.
He's in my bedroom. No, no. It's the science man. Help.
Help! How come no one's doing anything? Oh, I hope this is just a night.
You can all hear me, right?
Oh
no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, bicentennial man,
Nanu, Nanu, Mork and Mindy.
Aladdin.
Anyway, that's enough of that. I also wrote down just Carol and Don King.
Yeah, I got it.
I get no more than that.
I wrote we have to stop that fucking bitch Carol King for killing boxing promoter Don King.
Where's Don, Carol?
Where's Don King?
Oh God.
Is that it?
What else? I got one more on here. I wrote Matt the Statch Gates.
The Statch. He's got that cool nickname,
Yeah.
because he sex trafficked a bunch of young girls.
Yeah.
It's a cool nickname.
Anyway, join us next time, which I hope will be another Breakfast Dude cast.
We could do it next week.
Yeah, I'm into a Breakfast Dude cast.
I am too. I am so sweaty right
Yeah.
now. I'm
Same.
really sweaty. Partially because I really got to poop.
Yeah, let's
real bad.
Let's do the thing.
Okay.
We will see you next time. It will be Dave's topic,
Yeah.
or if we have a guest on Saturday morning, we'll make that happen.
That's
too.
true. Maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, but we'll see you next time, kids.
Thanks for listening. Go check out those other dudes.
Yeah, those other dudes.
Don't leave them comments.
Yeah, please.
Don't let them know we exist.
Please don't harass them.
For God's sakes, just let them be like
leave them
wild
alone.
animals.
Leave them. The last thing that this podcast needs is an actual rivalry with another small listenership podcast.
Especially one that owns so many freedom seats.
Yes, exactly. Please don't get us killed.
All right. See you next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Arrivederci.